right, y'all. It's your boy Smilez. We back for another episode of the Music Impulse. I don't know if this is gonna be the first episode of after my hiatus. It might be the second episode, third episode. I'm trying to do a bunch of batch recording, so you never know. But we here with my girl TaylorVon for a new episode. We recorded the first time. It was actually at that old studio that we was just talking about.
That was a studio.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Oh wow, that was years ago.
Yeah, that was the kickback.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was like, now that I think about it, that actually was there.
Okay, you better trademark that thing.
Yeah, so that was when we first met. Shout out to our girl Sine,
Yes. And sorry she couldn't be here today because she wanted to.
Oh yes.
Mom and she had to work, so she couldn't get the time.
I know that parent life.
Yeah.
Yes. But shout out to Blaname podcast. Her and Mike doing their thing all the time.
Shout out to Blaname.
I'm glad they back recording and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was when we first met. So I've kept in touch with you over the years. You dropped music and stuff, and you just recently dropped another new project on Halloween last year. Was Complexions of a Cancer.
Complexions.
First, let's talk about that name, Complexions of a Cancer. Let's talk about that. So,
Complexions of a Cancer is just that. It is me taking you through a journey, and I'm really into astrology. Mm-hmm. So
shout out to the Virgos.
I do love me a Virgo. But so I'm just talking about the different stages and different phases that we go through with love, and how complex it could be. So I take you on a journey. First I start off with an introduction, and then I end it with me versus me. So I kind of take you along the way.
Yes. So what made you come up with that title for the project?
Well, you know what? I feel like I have had such a roller coaster of emotions, different phases, different stages. And for me, writing is a release. Mm-hmm. So I wanted it to make sense. And I said, you know what? I'm going to show different faces of me and make a storyline out of it. And that's what I did. Okay. Now I know behind the scenes you said you had some issues with the project. What are some issues that you can talk about, or that you want to talk about when it came to the project? Because I know you were like, I almost didn't drop this. Oh my gosh, yeah. And you know what? And the thing too is, for me, this was my first project. This is my first album, my first.
Your baby.
I feel like my baby. Yeah. So I felt like I wanted it to sound a certain way. I wanted it to be a certain way. I wanted things on time, and it did not go that way at all. There were issues with timing with the mixing and mastering. There were issues with like a lot of rookie mistakes I made. Like one huge mistake that I made, and I will never make it again, is that I didn't have any of my stems. Oh. None of them. And I know I got cussed out so bad, but it was a rookie move. It was a mistake. And as an independent artist, I feel like you go through a lot of those.
Yeah, it's this learning.
Especially when nobody is there to like show you the guidelines or tell you what to do. Because at first, when I first started, I didn't take it serious. Yeah. It was just like, let me see if I could do it. And then I was like, dang, this is the traction I'm kind of getting from it. Like, wait a minute, y'all, you liking what you hear? So once I started to take it serious, I started to learn the ins and outs of the game. And that was one of the biggest mistakes that I learned throughout, is I need to have my hard drive, and I need to make sure that I have my stems. There should never be a time where I don't have my stems. So I just had a lot of issues with that, but it all came together. Shout out to Tiffany Marsh, T Marsh. She was very intricate in getting it out.
Okay.
And so was Brandon Jarrell. Brandon Jarrell was an intricate part in it too. So shout out to both of them for 1130, my producer. So without them three, it might have been a little longer of a wait.
We might have still been waiting.
We might still be waiting. And I had already pushed it back because I wanted to drop it during cancer season, and it didn't happen that way. But I still got it out, and that's what I'm pushing now. So here we are.
So How would you say you've grown and changed, even just from like the first time when I met you as an artist?
Oh man, I was such a baby. Oh man. I mean, even down to my songwriting has matured. Even how I take criticism and learning that, you know what, this is, stop trying to fit in these pieces, create your own lane. Mm-hmm. So oh my gosh, I think when I first came on, I might have just dropped maybe My Love or maybe Chill Vibes. Like it was early.
Like My Love, yeah,
it was early.
Because I think that was the one I had heard it on Sinead's page, and I was like, "Yo, who is this? This is fire!" And she was like, "It's my friend."
Yeah.
I introduced you because yes, you do a music podcast. Get her on your podcast.
Yes. Oh, so that was so early in my artistry. I mean, and those I recorded in the living room. So now I'm at the big studio with the big gear. So it's been.
She's. I got the professional stuff.
I got the good stuff now. Not to say that was. It was very humble beginnings, but at that time, it was with Alien Vibes, and we were just both of us were starting. He was starting his production, I was starting my artistry, and we kind of just leaned on each other for that. So now we're doing big things. He's producing for international artists, Afro beats. Yeah. Okay. I'm now opening up for Carl Thomas. Like it has been a ride. So
yes, that's definitely one thing I've noticed from like your social media and stuff.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of shows.
Yeah.
You've been doing like, I was like, this seems like every other day she got a show, or it's like this. So recently you opened up for Carl Thomas. Talk to us about that, like not only like the experience of like that night and doing that and getting to meet him, because I did see like you got to meet him, but like how did that happen? Like in the opportunity.
Okay, so I'm a huge believer in what's for me is for me. And I know that whatever God has for me on this journey, it's mine. So it's really crazy how it even manifested itself. But I had a vision board and I wrote some things down. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that day or Sunday, the week prior, I had an interview with another podcast. Okay. And they're booked up. I actually met them at South by Southwest this year. So it was really amazing.
Something like South by Southwest is like
a good, I would encourage any indie artists that get to South by. Like the networking is insane. I met so many amazing people, so many dope artists, so many dope A&R producers. It was crazy. But anyway, interview with them there. And I know that they were backed up. Like they were pretty much booked up for their casting. Anyway, that slot opened up. My manager reached out to me. She's like, "Hey Taylor, they asked for you by name. Okay. Could you get here by, X, Y, and Z?" And I'm like, "Today?" And I was gonna say no. I'm like, I'm just leaving church. Me and my kids getting ready to go eat. Like, this is our day. So as she's telling me about it, she's like, "No, I really, really think like you should make this happen." So anyway, my son was like, "Mom, you should go." So I was like, okay. I was like, "I'm gonna be there this time, but push it."
You like a little man saying,
right? And once he gave me the go, I was like, okay, because that's our day.
Yeah.
And I try to have a healthy balance between work life and home life and mom life. So he was like, "Go for it, Mom." So I was like, okay. So I ran home, got dressed, ran up there, and was there for a total different reason. Anyway, the owner was there. He heard me and he was like, "Who is she? And what are you doing Saturday? Do you want to open for Carl Thomas?"
Dang.
And I said, "What? Whoa." I was there for a whole nother reason. So I was like, "Well, yeah." And it just worked out. It worked out. But that just, for me, it's God. And what's yours is yours, because I didn't have to audition for it. I didn't have to ask anybody. Like, it came to me. So I'm so grateful and so thankful and so humble, because I really am trusting God with everything that's going on in my life right now. And the things that are happening are things that I feel like I've prepared myself for. I've been working and I've been working hard for years now. So it's not like, I'm just decided to wake up one day and things are just popping off. Like, no, I've been at this for a while.
Yes, yeah.
So it happened, and when I met him, He was so humble. He was so humble, so sweet. Now, will say he loved him some me. He loved him some TaylorVon. So he was like, I need your information.
That's dope.
So our managers connected.
That's dope.
And we're actually supposed to be having a session in Houston next month. So I'm excited.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
It's like not only like get to open up for an OG legend, like,
and it was so full circle because I'm a fan. Like I'm summer raining it all day. So it was such a beautiful moment, and I just had to stop and say thank you, God. Like I listened to this man for years. I love him like I love Avant or Joe, and in that era. So I'm so grateful and so thankful.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like, when I saw that, because I wanted to go so bad, but like me and my wife had some things coming up. I was like, because the venue was like maybe 10 minutes from my house, and I'm like,
it's like 10 hours from us. But
I was like, I was like, you want to see Carl Thomas this weekend? And she was like, oh yeah, we could do that. But then when it came, I was like, oh yeah, we can't make this work. And I'm like,
it was a good time. I wasn't nervous. I was more so just like, wow, is this really happening? Like. In real time, like the national recording artist, the legend himself, Carl Thomas, me, and it was me. And I'm so grateful. And sometimes I think even, at least for me, I get discouraged sometimes chasing this because sometimes I'm like, okay, what's the end goal? Like, when is it going to pop, or when? Like, I would do it every day because I love to do it, but I'm like, where is it taking me? Yeah. So for someone to hear me and say, who is she? And this is what you saw, like you saw me fit. I'm like, okay, you know what, Taylor, pick up your face, pick yourself up. You deserve to be in these rooms. You deserve to be in these spaces. You work for it. So yeah,
like they say, it's like, it's not our time, it's God's time.
It's God's time. And I'm telling you, I trust him with it all, because I'm telling you, I wasn't going to go. I was not going to go. I was like, it's too late. I'm not going to make that on time. And I'm out. Like, I'm going to have to run the man's field and run back. I'm not doing all of that. But then my son was like, Mom, go. You should really go. I think you shouldn't miss it, Mom. So I'm like, and then look what happened. That was, and to me, it only takes one yes. Yes. And it's just one yes. I didn't heard enough no's. So I'm used to a no, but when I get a yes, I'm like, okay. So it was such a blessing. I was so honored. He was amazing. And after all these years, he looked the same, sound the same. You could tell he's been taking care of his voice. And it was overall a good night and a great experience. I'm so blessed.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So, like I said, we got all these shows and stuff you've been doing lately. Like, what's that been like? And like the learning curve, the growing pains of like performing live. Because I said, it seems like you're doing something like every week now.
That's the goal. That is the goal. But you know what? For me, at least now, the difference in when I perform, I feel like, is a lot of the shows that I do, they're mine. They're my music. It's me having to convince everybody to put your phone down. Me having to say, hey, listen to me. Me having to push, certain limits and push myself out of my comfort zone to say, okay, you got to put yourself out there for real. And you can't have any kind of regrets. You can't look at it, you got to just give it all you got. And sometimes I'm well received, sometimes not so much. And either way, you're still going to get all of me. So it's been a transition. Even playing with tracks versus a band, having to learn to adjust, and just, all in all, just give you a show and get you to say, hey, this is me. I want you to stream my music when you get in your car, or when you, hear you like, dang, who is that? That's what I want. So
yeah, that's a good show when I go to a show, and then I'm like, damn, that's like,
who is that?
Okay, finish so you can tell me your Instagram, right, so I can
I want to see that Shazam out. I want you to be like, where can I get this? Yes. Who is this? So that's the goal. And even after Carl Thomas, there was a comment, and I had several DMs too, but there was a comment that stuck out, and I actually pinned it. But it was a young lady, and she was just like, I downloaded your album as soon as I heard you. You're amazing. Like, keep going. And like the DMs were like, girl, you are the bomb. Like they were, I was so well received. And it was funny because I didn't think that I was. Dallas is a hard crowd. Yeah. Dallas is a hard crowd. There are great singers in the city too. Like we are, this is where you want to be for live music. Yeah. You can catch a show from every day of the week. So, you know, to be an artist that is on the forefront singing my own music, it's a little harder than, you know, singing something that, you know, people can kind of sing along to or kind of vibe with and kind of get the crowd engagement. This is me. That's like, okay. Hi, my name is Taylor. I want you guys to listen to me. So now, you know, I had to find a way to be like, okay, y'all, let's get this thing rocking. And it's been going well. It's been going well. I have my moments, but overall, it's such a beautiful thing to see, especially when I see people in the crowd singing my stuff. Yeah, like that makes it so worth it to me. I'm like, you singing me? Like word for word? Like, you know my songs? Like I wrote? That I arranged? Oh, yes, wow. Yes. So I love it. I love it.
That's dope. It's dope.
Fun now.
Yes. So let's talk about some of these tracks on this project. I think the first track was Loveless Lane that you first dropped, right? So
Loveless Lane is on the project, but it was the first single that I dropped off the project. Yeah. So I dropped Loveless Lane last year. Yeah. So my baby's officially a year old. Yeah, because that was the one when I was like, okay, she back. I was like, I like this Loveless Lane one. My R&B bag. And yeah, it was. I wrote it from a place of heartbreak. And I think a lot of the songs that I write, they're either based off my experience or somebody close to me that I know enough about that I could write about. I could really write about anything, but because it's such a release for me, because this project was my baby, I wanted it to be personal. So I talk about heartbreak, and I talk about how hard it was to really find myself again when, you know, I feel so shattered. I'm like, where do I go? This was it all this time, you know, this is where we at. So I just kind of talk about it then, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, you pick up your heart and dust it off, and let's go.
That's
Loveless Lane.
The other track that really stood out to me, the second track, Passenger Princess. I was like, I was like, oh, okay, Tyler.
That seems to be a fan favorite.
Yes, I was like track 2. I was like, because I remember when I first listened to the project, I was like, hold on, I gotta run.
Because period, go back and listen to it again.
First when I saw, I'm like, okay, Loveless Lane is track 3, but I already know Loveless Lane. Let's play number 2 over again.
Passenger Princess. And I feel like that was just for my pretty girls that just like to get in a car, you know, and put their lip gloss on in the mirror and be like, baby, where are we going? I don't even care where we going. Just ride and just sit pretty. Like, it's a sense of sexiness that we feel as women when we get to just be soft. So that was Passenger Princess.
Yeah, because I remember sending it to my wife when because we weren't married yet when it dropped, because dropped them Halloween, because we didn't get married till November 22nd. Yeah.
Okay, before.
Yeah, but I remember sending that to her. I was like, because that's been her thing. Like, oh yeah, I'm your Passenger Princess.
Okay. And so to make sure she's sitting pretty on that side too. Give him some pretty look at. Because
right now we're just using her car, so she's like, oh no, like I'm gonna let you.
Okay, you drive.
You drive. Okay. And then so like, we go get something to eat. She's like,
keep my girl soft. Keep her soft. Let her sit.
She's like, where we going to eat?
Where you? Matter of fact, don't even take me. Just pull up. Just don't even tell me. Just pull up there and do all that good stuff. So that is absolutely Passenger Princess.
Yes. And then, you know, I text you about Skies and Oceans. You know, I like that.
Yes.
We gonna get a full version.
I knew you were gonna ask me that. You know what? I wrote to it. So I do have the track. I might go ahead and drop it. Maybe I'll do a Complexions of a Cancer like deluxe.
Yeah, like you know, everybody else doing a deluxe version nowadays.
Right, maybe I'll do a deluxe and drop that on there because I also have a chopped and screwed version of Chill Vibes that I never released. So I have some that I could absolutely slide in. I've thought about doing a deluxe. Stay tuned for that.
You could drop it on like the 1 year, like try to do it around like a 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, you might be on something.
Like you know, like 3-4 extra songs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just might.
Especially because I know you said you've been working on some other tracks with other folks.
I have.
You never know how that works. You could be like, hey, you know, I know I'm on this song, your song, but we can just drop it on this deluxe. You know, get some more spins. And
when I say these features that I'm on are fire, oh my gosh, I got one with Sin the Poet. Sin is like
I think is that the one I saw on your page the other day when he was like, yo, this Cancer remix is about to be fire.
He gives me like J. Cole, Kendrick, like he cold with it. Sin is cold. I got one with Sire the God. That one is more neo soul. I felt so at home when he sent that track. He's like, what you think? Yep. Let's do it. So that one I'm actually super excited about. Kenny Ali. I did a hip hop one with him.
Okay.
I got a few in the works. Me and T Marsh have another one.
Okay.
Coming, Twin Flame. That one's just as fire as Hold On. If not, Hold On is that's the money shot right there. But we got another one cooking up. I got some things cooking. I'm working.
Yes, that's what it sounds like. You're working. So between, again, like you doing all this working on the music side, and you know, got a day job and all that, and a mother, and you know, also got family, friends, and all that. How's it like balance all that, especially now that you being more busy? Like you said, Sundays you try to really keep that with like you and your son. Like, how's that been?
It's not easy. It is not easy having balance with it all. And then, you know, I'm from Ohio, so being in Texas, I don't have that. My mom is here, but other than that, like, there's not a huge support system too. Yeah. So when I say I do it all, I do it all. And God covers me the rest of the way. So I'm still trying to find balance. Sometimes I do feel like the scales are a little bit unbalanced. Sometimes I feel like I might work too much. And then sometimes I feel like I put work on the back burner, you know, a little bit too much. So I have times where I feel like the scale is balanced, and then I have time where it's imbalanced. And then in those moments, I try to get back grounded and center myself and say, okay, you know what? Like the old folks say, go touch some grass.
Yeah.
So prioritize and like, okay, what needs your immediate attention? What, you know, can you put to the side right now? What can you? So I have a lot of those talks to myself often to try to keep balance. But it's not easy trying to work out, trying to work my regular job, trying to, you know, be an active parent in the school life, and then, you know, just even raising one, and then my music and recording and my shows. I'm busy. I am busy.
Doing
and
podcasts to promote.
Right. And now I'm promoting, and then like we still have to, what are we doing next month? Like I'm always busy. So I'm not a
going to meet up with, you know, superstar OG in the whole other city to do recording sessions.
Right. And then even at that, I've been having shows in other cities as well. So, I'm a busy woman.
Yeah. One thing I can say, like, just from hearing like other celebrities, other singers, rappers, no matter what they say, is like, you just got to realize, hey, I'm putting in this work now, especially when it comes to having kids. Like, I'm putting this work in now. Like, I know I may not hit everything that you got going on, but this is all for like in the best interest of us at the end of the day. Like, I know I may not, I guess, I don't know, like with sports or whatever your son may do or whatever else.
Football, balancing all of it. And
it's like, I might have to miss this game, but like, this is in the best interest of.
And even that's the thing. I have made it a point where I don't miss a game. I don't miss a practice.
Nice.
I might push it really close, and I might have to, you know, jet out, or we might have to be like, hey, as soon as you get done, we got to go straight here. I Press it really close.
Maybe get mom like, hey, you got to come with us to the game.
Yeah,
like,
so that way you can take him, and it's a lot of coordination to make this thing happen. Like, and I definitely am not doing it all on my own. So I shout out to my support system, the ones that do show up and do, step in and help me when I am busy and I do have back-to-back things to do. So even when was it? Last Saturday, I think I had like 2 shows. I went from one to the next, and then I had something the next day, and then the next day after that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, had it not been for, my village to kind of chip in when I needed to. Yeah. So it gets hectic. It gets really, really hectic. And then there's moments where I do have, quiet time and space to just say, okay, you know what, God, I thank you. Let's write these things out, see where I can improve in, see where I can do better. And it comes and it goes, ebb and flow.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, what is like raising a young black man? Because I know recently I saw you post about like his birthday. Because I think y'all like at the mall and you're like, hey, yeah, we called in sick.
Yes, we did. I said, you know what, he's a great kid. Like I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. But my son is an amazing kid and he's growing with me. I had him when I was 22. So he's seen me through a lot of phases, a lot of stages of my life, and we've thugged it out together. So he's 11 now. He gets great grades. He doesn't have any behavioral issues in school. It's me, him, and our dog. Like, if anything, he loves that doggone video game. But I'm like, what kid doesn't? He loves our Oculus, loves the Xbox. But he's respectful. Anytime he's not in my sight and I get him, they tell me like he's such a good kid. Like his teachers will call and say he's really a great kid. So I'm like, hey, whatever you want, as long as you're doing your part, mommy will do hers, and he can get whatever from me. I took him to Jamaica last year for his birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever he wants, he can get from me because he's a great kid. And this year, his birthday was on a weekday, and I was like, you know what? He was like, Mom, do I really gotta go? I was like, you ain't gotta go. You go every day. Just like sometimes if you got PTO at work and you might not have a vacation or anything planned, but you might just need a day. He just needed a day and it just so happened to be his birthday. So I said, baby, what you want to do? We went and rode those little go-karts through the mall and just had him a him day. I felt like he deserved it. He works hard. He kept his grades up while he was doing football. And I feel like I asked so much of him and he shows up to the play every time. So anything my baby want, he can get.
That's dope. That's dope. So we got the music out. We performing shows, maybe a deluxe or something.
I might could whip something up for the people if they want it.
What else we got in the works for TaylorVon?
So I am planning on having my own show. And we're actually in the works of that right now. Okay. I'm finalizing some dates. 9 times out of 10 to be on a rooftop, but it's going to be called The Taylor Show. Okay. And I'll have a few other artists, come up and showcase them before, I come on. But I wanted a night to just be an artist. I don't want to be in my head. I don't want to be, I want it to be curated specifically for me to give you the very best parts of me. I really, really want to take my time and walk you through a night of Taylor. Okay. So we're going to kind of go off of that.
Definitely gotta let me know about that.
Yeah. It's going to be, I will tell you, it's going to be cancer season. Okay. For sure. And it'll honor the year the Complexions of a Cancer. Okay. That part of it. And stay tuned. We're working on it. My manager should have some dates to me today. Yeah. But I'm excited. Even that's what I meant to ask you earlier. What's it like? You got a manager now, like someone to help,
I do keep the ship going and in line.
Try. Yeah, she's been absolutely amazing. She really believes in me, and I think that's so important to have people around you or people on your team who really see the vision. Like I often think that sometimes it's people can not be on the same page, but when you have somebody that's like, no, you got what it takes, and they're gonna make sure that
just tell me what you want, and we're gonna figure this out.
We're gonna figure it out, and that's exactly what she does. Shout out to TaylorVon. She's been intricate in my artistry in this season. So that's Miss Make It Happen. Now I can say talk to my manager. You looking for, reach out to her, because it has it's moments where it's overwhelming, but like I'm horrible at responding in DMs. I'm horrible at like, I'm just bad at that. And I try to, even with that, have a healthy balance with being on social media and having, real time, because it's so easy to get caught up, but it's free. It's a free platform. And it's really how to utilize it. So I'm still even learning with that, with TikTok and stuff too.
I'm learning too, because I had a talk with one of my homies. He was just like, you got to spend less time doing the scrolling. He was like, if you're going to take this seriously and build your own brand and profile, he was like, you got to do more of like using the apps for, make the content.
Yeah. And it's
that's why, like I said, I'm doing videos and stuff.
And this helps too. But like, even with engagement, like making sure you're interacting with people and even taking the time to respond back. And I think for me,
that too, because I was like, before I would just like somebody, something. I was like, no, you gotta actually,
you gotta talk back. And because I'm so busy, sometimes like, even if I can't do it right then and there, I'm like, okay, let me go like it, and then I'll go back and comment another time. But I really try to limit my social media intake, because like I said, it is, one, the world is crazy, and then two, you can find yourself, I don't want to say comparing, but yeah, in a sense, like looking at other journeys, because people only post the great things. They don't really post the hardships of it. And I think that as I'm chasing this, I need to stay as focused as I can and eliminate as many distractions as I can. And that's where the manager come in. Let's make it happen. And that's where I'm like, okay, reach out to Key, and she'll be like, okay, Taylor, let's go. What we doing today? I woke up this morning like, hey, what our days? She's on it. So that helps me so much. And that's how I've been able to really kind of stay afloat too. That's dope. Before we wrap it up, is there any advice you would give like any other aspiring young artists, either, singing, rapping, or whatever, just maybe just now starting off, in any advice? Or how about this, even better, any advice you would give to a young Taylor? Oh man. Oh, let's change that. Yeah. That's advice you would give to a young Taylor. Younger me. Don't internalize a no. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It doesn't mean you don't deserve to be in those spaces. It just means you got to put in a little bit more work. And I've never been a stranger to hard work. Never been a stranger to perfecting a craft. So yeah, take things with a grain of salt, reflect, and eliminate as many distractions as you can, because before you realize it, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm so far off task. So yeah, I would just say stay focused and don't compare yourself to anybody else in their journey. We are all on separate journeys. We may cross paths, but we're never on the same one. That was such a good question. Yes. Okay, last question. I know I'll probably ask you during our first interview, but let's revamp it. The list might have changed a little bit. Okay. So those that don't follow her and don't know, Taylor loves pizza. Oh my God. She has a pizza tattoo. I think it's like on your ankle, right? I do. Yes, I don't know if they can see it, but I do. So again, we don't know if the list has changed since the last interview. If y'all, go on all the iTunes, Spotify, go look up the original TaylorVon episode that we did. But in the DFW, your top 3 pizza spots to go to and your go-to pizza. Okay. Right now, because I think it did change, but right now, number 1 would have to be Jets. Jets is number 1. Okay. next after Jets, I would say DeLucas.
Okay, I've heard of DeLucas.
And then after DeLucas, I would say, oh gosh, I can't even remember it, but it's this place in Farmers Branch.
Okay.
I want to say maybe San Antonio's. I don't know, but it was a random one, and I was like, oh my gosh, this pizza is so good. It kind of reminded me of home. So those would be my top 3. Once I figure out the other pizza place, I'll let you know. Okay, I can't remember the name.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. Because again, it's like, I love your music. You're a great spirit. You're always happy. And
you supported me from day one, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Like literally, from the start of my artistry, you've always been right there, and that goes so long with me. So you can call me anytime.
Hey, I got thanks, Nate, just for paying it on you.
Shout out to my Nate.
I was like, hey, what? This is fire. She said, this is my friend.
Yeah, that's my dog.
I can hook you up with her. Like, let's go. Let's get this interview going.
And here we are in 2025.
Yes, still
2 years later.
Yes.
So thank you so much for having me again.
So I guess, just give the folks your social media and where they can find you, where to find the music at, download, buy the music, stream the music and all that stuff.
Yes. So if you would finding it hard to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at OMGeezy, OMGEEZY. You can follow me on TikTok at The Real OMGeezy. And I am also available on all digital streaming platforms under TaylorVon, one word, no space. So TaylorVon. And and if you follow me, then you can stay tuned with my shows and what I have coming up and when my music drops. And so check me out.
Mm-hmm. And if you need to work, hit her manager.
Okay. If you have any features and you like what you hear and want a little splow on your record, come on down here to hit up Key Divine. Link is in my bio.
That's right. Well, this is your boy Smilez. This has been a Music Impulse. This is my girl TaylorVon.
Yeah.
Make sure you go check out her album Complexions of a Cancer, and we out.